Hey guys, it's Wooly from SuertePanda.com. Welcome back to the channel. So today I want to talk about three potential trade ideas involving the marijuana space. So right now I believe like the problem with most marijuana stocks is that the actual plant itself, I believe on the federal level is still illegal, whereas in certain states that it is legal. So that's why for right now, like the marijuana space is kind of a little funky for me. But to get around that, I wanted to find some stocks like that are kind of like picks and shovels plays for the marijuana space, because I think potentially for maybe the next 4 years or maybe even further from that, there could be a move for marijuana to be decriminalized on a federal level. So then that could potentially, I guess, bolster maybe some tax revenues, and then also that also maybe like free up some capital and maybe some brain power so that I can actually go into the space legally. But for right now, in case my thesis doesn't play out, I wanted to find some stocks that could potentially benefit, but without that doesn't have to do directly with the plant, but things that are something like tangentially related to the space. So it might help if I give you an example. There's a company called Innovative Industrial Property, and I believe they are a REIT that kind of like the greenhouses that helps grow the actual plant, and then they actually just collect like the rents. So and the ticker symbol is IIPR. And just for full disclosure, like the stocks that I'm gonna mention, I either have held them in my portfolio indirectly through options, because I was trying to do the Wheel of Fortune strategy on them. So I've already started or have closed out of cash secured put positions, just for disclosures, because I don't want people to think that I'm trying to front run them or anything. But anyway, back to my ideas. IIPR, so they're a REIT that collects rental on some of these industrial spaces that help grow the actual plant, but they don't actually own the plant. So that's why I believe they're allowed to list formally on any of the stock exchanges. I believe they're a Nasdaq listed, and the options are okay. They're not great, but I think as the space evolves and there are more pushes for marijuana to be legalized, then that'll eventually help the liquidity. And then the next company that I want to mention is Growth Generation. The ticker symbol is GRWG. Again, I guess depending on when you watch this video, I may be in this position, or I may have already like closed out, but I'm depending on market conditions, I'll want to try to I'll probably be jumping in and out of these positions. So Growth Generation is interesting because they don't actually like own or grow like the actual plant, but they produce like the things that you need, so that it could be sold. So for example, like the packaging or the labeling, I believe they just like anything like related to like the sales and marketing. So that's another way to kind of play the space. And then the last one that I want to mention is Scott's Miracle Grow. I mean, they're not only for like marijuana, but anything that helps plants grow would be a benefactor. So that's and the ticker symbol is SMG. So I hope that gives you guys some ideas that like if you're trying to like play the marijuana space, or maybe you could do something like this, like the overall picture. Like I believe there's a ETF called MJ. Again, like the sometimes like the liquidity isn't all that great. So sometimes you kind of have to kind of watch it a little bit, and I guess like if it's in the news, then people start to get interested again. Because I've noticed like the space has been kind of like up and down, and I think maybe heading into the new year, like there'll be more interest again into the whole space in general, because I think in order to help the economy grow, I think more states and just like at the federal level, people are a little bit more willing to be lenient on the marijuana plant, and I think that by decriminalizing it, I think it could help the economy in general. I don't actually use it for any recreational or for medicinal purposes, but I think maybe in the future, it might be. I think overall it could be a good thing. But I mean that's just my opinion. And then if obviously maybe because of moral reasons you don't feel comfortable doing that's fine too. And that's why I'm offering these 3 stock ideas, because they don't actually produce the plant. They well, at least not yet. They're sort of like picks and shovels plays. So in case like you feel funny buying into the space, this is an indirect way to play it, but then like, at the same time you're not actually buying like any funny plants. But anyway, if you like this video, please consider giving it a like and subscribing. I think that could help this message be relayed to other people, that could help them with their finances as well. And anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care now.